I don't have a schedule. That's the saddest part. I've never been consistent. Is it too late for me to start? That was always there on my mind. I watch YouTube videos, get all the data on how to get a good start done, but then I don't start. This is probably the only place where I could actually start. When I miss a class, I feel guilty. It's me cheating myself. The times I could stay consistent, the way I walk inside office, still I feel like I'm the main character. The American cycle on அந்த போறவங்க I feel like okay, headphones போட்டு okay, the confidence shoot is like really high.
I don't have a schedule. That's what Dandy told us. Evening shifts, family responsibilities, office work, and slowly the lack of structure started affecting everything, including his consistency. But despite all that, he still kept showing up to class. Not perfectly, but consistent enough to see an improvement in his stamina, confidence, discipline, and the way he lives his life. Today, we are talking about why discipline feels difficult for busy men and what actually helped Dandy stay in the game. Dandy bro, welcome.
Hello.
Can you say a little about yourself?
I'm Dandy and I'm 32 years old. I work for an IT company and I've been born and brought up all here in Chennai.
So, what does your daily schedule look like right now?
I don't have a schedule. That's the saddest part. So in the weekdays, it's like me waking up, going to office, coming back home, sometimes still being stuck with office work, and then trying to put myself to sleep, scrolling myself through sleep. Now after joining here, that's also the purpose why I joined. Maybe it'll help me get a schedule, and apparently it's helping.
When are your work timings?
Right now I work between 2:30 to 11:30. So 2:30 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. in the night.
What time do you sleep?
My office is an hour away from my home, so for me to reach back home it gets 12:30, and then I try to sleep at around 4 or 5 in the morning, and then wake up at sharp at 12 in the afternoon, get ready for work, and then leave. This used to be my routine. So now that I'm starting to wake up early in the morning, after class I find time for myself, so I could do some household chores, help my mom, take my dogs for a walk, all these things. I'm able to accommodate myself to this. Over time, especially after COVID, I see myself being a big, huge procrastinator. Pananum, it's always on the head, but then if I want to do it, I plan too much on doing things. Panna perfecta, correcta panano. So I watch YouTube videos, I get all the data on how to get a good start done, but then I don't start.
Why did you join Limitless?
When I was a kid, I used to be active in sports. As in, I used to be too much into football. When I went to college, I see a huge dip. All the bad activities start panniyachu. Then one day there's a match that's coming up in college, football match. I know how good I used to play back in school. I couldn't run half the court. Like, ஐயோ என்னடா. And since then I've been wanting to correct myself, never found the chance. அங்க இருந்து அப்படியே வேலைக்கு ஜாயின் பண்ணியாச்சு. All of other things happen, and yeah, I've never been consistent. Start பண்ணுவேன், போவேன், இது பண்ணுவேன், and then it drops off. Another thing was, is it too late for me to start? That was always there on my mind. This is probably the only place where I could actually start. I couldn't go to the gym and stay focused and shut down whatever I wanted to. Multiple attempts, nothing has happened. Over here, I know that there's gonna be a coach and I gotta get myself committed. So I need to show up. That's something like gym only, you can just go whenever you want to. There's no commitment, is what I feel. For a person like me, it may work for others, but for me, I need to have someone at the back, like how Bui does, chasing. It worked for me. After joining boxing, firstly, I'm spending a lot of time for myself, my family, my dogs, everyone. My old habits, I don't feel like getting back to them. Health wise, it's made a huge benefit. I sleep myself, the old t-shirts that wouldn't fit me, slowly it's fitting me in. When I see that happening, I'm like, okay, let me not do something which is gonna put on more.
Like, don't let me not sabotage that progress or like that change that you're making.
True. What did you get from Limitless Boxing?
My time, one. And I'm able to rediscover myself, my thoughts, and I could go about acting towards something that I've always wanted to do. So it's not just in my mind anymore. I'm able to implement things. Probably I could have had the active self suppressed, and when leaving it unleashed, it's just doing its thing. This helped me unleash the energy. Yeah, that's what Limitless has done. I see there's this pre-COVID and post-COVID phase, right? So I used to be very fine until COVID happened. COVID put me in one comfortable, lazy spot. That's where all the procrastination came from. So I couldn't come out of that loop, and Limitless has helped me get out of it.
So, looking at your attendance, some months you're consistent, some months you're not. Why?
I would say my sleeping cycle and the work schedule. So earlier, the times I could stay consistent was because I had the option to work from home, and that is when I used to come in the evening classes. Those were the times I used to be a little consistent. And in the initial half, I wasn't consistent enough because sometimes when people call me for a plan or anything, I just show up there and I skip class. I remember second week of class or something, I was continuously coming, and then one of my friend from Germany, he popped up. We're going to a bar to chill, and then I went there. I was like, I'm not gonna touch that because I have my class at 8:30. Nearly 2 hours, I didn't touch anything. And then correctly before class could start, I had my beer, and then ஐயோ beer சாப்பிட்டு class போகக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு okay, let me just get on with it அப்படின்னு அப்படியே உட்காந்து. So that's how I missed my first class.
How do you feel when you miss class? Does it affect the way you look at yourself?
I feel guilty when I miss a class. I really feel like I'm cheating on my girlfriend or something. That's how it feels. Like, truly. ஐயோ பண்ணுங்க வந்துருவாங்க அப்படின்னு. I feel really bad and disloyal when I do it because it's me cheating myself.
So looking back, do you see a pattern where you fall off?
Earlier there was priorities, preferences, and all of it, but now this has become a higher priority. As in, this is the only thing that I'm probably doing for myself. And in that case, if I'm failing here, then I'm failing on myself. So I wouldn't want to do it.
What kind of days lead to skipping class?
Weddings and things like that is probably the only reason.
What happens when you are consistent for 2 to 3 weeks?
The way I walk inside office itself, I feel like I'm the main character. No, it's
Confidence.
yeah. I'm in the best space in my mind. So whatever I touch with that mind gives me proper results.
If nothing changes, where do you see yourself in 6 months?
If I'm not showing up, then probably, when Thor, you see him with the big fat belly and beer mug in hand, that's probably where I might go.
Yeah.
It'll make me look like how I used to be when I was back in COVID, just being home in my very comfortable spot, not wanting to step out and try things.
If you fix this consistency problem, what changes?
I change. I'll have more to give to the people around me.
Weirdly, the moment you start working on yourself, you have more to give to others.
True. And also, we'd want them to see what we're seeing as well. Some way.
What do you think needs to change for you to stop missing those days?
Structurally, I should deal with 5 or 6 hours of sleep. Only if I can carry on with that, I can make this happen. But I need to make it a routine again, 6 hours of sleep. There should not be days where I come back after office and still work on office things after work.
How long is your cab journey?
1 hour.
Because for long term, 6 hours is not enough. So I would suggest 2 hours sleep in the cab. You have to make it a habit.
Yeah.
So someone watching this has a hectic schedule like you. What would you tell them?
Be there for yourself, act on yourself. It's always a change that you need to start. If you start being comfortable in the spot where you are, putting reasons as to that is the reason why I'm not able to make anything change, then nothing will change at all. So you first need to have the mindset to change. And the mindset varnunale, you got to act on yourself. Only when you act on yourself, that happens.
So can I summarize this whole conversation by saying that embracing discomfort brings the best version out of you?
Very true.
Yeah?
I would 100% agree to it.
Awesome. Dandy bro, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. We had a very good conversation. Yeah.
I wasn't sure இது எப்படி நடக்க போகுது யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். But then, yeah.
You had fun?
Yeah, 100%.
Dandy's story is important because this is what consistency looks like for most adults. Not perfect attendance, not motivation every day, not some ideal routine. Just someone trying to make it work despite work stress, bad routines, lack of sleep, and life constantly getting in the way. And honestly, that's more relatable than perfection. If you're someone who is trying to build consistency while balancing real life, subscribe to the channel. And if there's something that's making your life harder right now, let us know in the comments.